I'll come to Sharifa. Last year, especially during the peak of the pandemic, we have seen a dramatic rise in e-commerce business. I have seen the growth of somewhere around 19% last year, which is somewhere around $26.5 trillion globally, which is, I think, 30% of the global GDP. How was the response in Oman when it comes to e-commerce business rise in the last 2 years?
Okay, so first, thank you for inviting me here today, and welcome to everyone who's here. I think let me just start with telling people a little bit about MarkeetEx, and then I'll go to that specific point. We launched MarkeetEx in 2018, and this is, going into the Omani market with a fully e-commerce play. And I recall in the very beginning, even when we were trying to convince people to give us some funding, the first thing they would say is, nobody's going to buy online in Oman. But still we prevailed. We continued, and COVID was actually a blessing for us because we, at that time, at that very specific point, we had just closed our first round of investment in early 2020. And so with this new fresh money that we had, we thought we need to go viral. We need to do something that makes us viral. And then, with God's grace, a virus hits. And suddenly e-commerce is really the most needed thing. So when we talk about numbers, for us, the actual growth that we saw in the 2 weeks of the lockdown was 300% in a matter of 2 weeks. And it might sound very good, but trust me, when you're running a company and you suddenly see a spike of 300%, you're just hoping that you don't crash because your operations are not meant to deal with this kind of volume. You don't have the people. Mazoon cannot deliver the milk on time, and then the customers are complaining. It was quite difficult. But I think we have prevailed. We continue. We started with just being the idea of MarkeetEx was just your corner store that delivers your goods, groceries to your doorstep within 30 minutes, anywhere in Muscat. And we own the logistics. And then gradually people started asking for more and more things. And then we thought, you know what? Let's open it up to merchants. So we became a marketplace after becoming a supermarket. And the marketplace now holds more than 350 merchants from Oman and outside of Oman. We have more than 25,000 SKUs. And we're growing at a beautiful rate.